Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to episode 9 now. And I'm Barry here for Thursday, May the 19th. Well, today is a new day. And today I'd like to talk about not dwelling on the things that have happened. We know that it may be hard, but don't sit in your room with the door shut and think that there is no one that you can talk to when there is. Because if you sit in your room, guys, and think that there's no one that you can talk to, well, that's absolute rubbish. Because there is someone that you can talk to. Even your site manager, email them. The importance of not dwelling on the things that you are worried about is important. Because if you dwell on things that you're worried about all the time, you will get unhappy, you will get depressed, you won't want to enjoy the things that you have in life. You won't want to do anything. You just want to sit at home all day and frown and sulk. Well, that's not how I'm looking at it. Okay, the way I resolve things is talk to the site manager, even email, like I did yesterday when I returned from New Farm Park. And don't just expect things to happen straight away because they won't. Because you can't just expect things to happen straight away. But getting back, guys, to dwelling on things, it's not good. Because, like I've just said, if you dwell on things that you're worried about all the time, you're unhappy, you're depressed, even grumpy, even angry, even brought to tears, just about. And this is why I want to bring this important episode to you guys now. Okay, because if you sit in your room or in your living room or your kitchen with a big frown on your face, it's not going to do you good. So here are some tips I'd like to give to you now. Number one, don't dwell on what's happened. Okay? Think. You've got a goal, okay? Say, for example, to move to Melbourne. Put a tick there, because you know that it's gonna happen. Like, I want to move back to Sydney. I know that's gonna happen. So put a big tick there. And focus on the positive things, not the negatives, okay? Because if we focus, right, on the things that are bothering us all the time and we get bogged down, again, we won't be able to enjoy the things that we have in life, like going out to have fish and chips or a barbecue or things like that. Because let me tell you, I'd like to tell you viewers out there that it is no good dwelling on things that have happened. Because we all know that today is a new day, so it is important to start the day on a positive note, okay? And if you're upset about something, what do we do? We talk to the manager or a staff member or, or things like that. Send them an email, whatever. But don't just sit here and there and think that there's no one you can talk to, because there is. Because I'm not going to sit here and think that there is no one that I can talk to, because there is. Because if I don't tell someone how I'm feeling, okay, how are people going to help me in the long run? How are people going to support me in resolving my problems? Well, uh, say for example, if I'm sitting here frowning, like in this room with the door shut, with tears in my eyes, is that the way to handle a situation? No, it is not. So, what do? I don't just sit here and think, oh, there's no one that I can talk to, when there is. Because, but dwelling on things, okay, here's an example. Okay, I may want to move back to Sydney right now, but of course I can't do that. It will take some time to get organized, and the funding as well. Okay, because I may be thinking about Sydney a lot, but hey, I've got a good day coming up today, and I'm not going to spoil it by thinking about the same thing. I may be feeling it, but I'm going to overtake that and deal with it when it comes. Okay? So here's another tip. Don't lie awake at night thinking, oh, this is not going to happen. Because, like I just said, with a big tip, because you know it is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. But it's not going to happen straight away, is it? No. And like I said last night on the show, I have an apology to make. I'm sorry, but my Brave Part Productions will not be here permanently. And like I've said, I've been here 6 weeks, and unfortunately it is not the house for me. Sad but true. But it doesn't stop me from enjoying the time, from enjoying what I've got, or for the moment. So for now, I am here, like I said last night. Okay, so it is very important that I enjoy what I've got here, and what I have here, and make the most of the facilities that I've got here. Okay, instead of just packing up and thinking I've had it. But I may have said it yesterday, and I did say that I'm done yesterday, and I was not joking. Another thing, okay, don't just cut someone off when they're trying to talk to you about making the right decision, okay? Because if you're not happy with something, like I was, okay, I explain this in an adult-like way instead of getting all upset and teary and angry. I said, thank you, but no thanks. I said, thank you for your help, but no thank you. I've made the decision. So, which brings me on nicely to the next subject, and that is respecting people's decisions. If people wish to say that they're going to leave a certain place like Bray Park, like myself here, it is important that I am respected and treated like an adult, which the manager totally understood. I emailed the manager yesterday as soon as we got back from New Farm Park, because if I didn't email the manager, how was she supposed to help me, to support me in overcoming my problem? Okay, because I am 47 years old, okay, I should be able to express my own feelings, okay, and that's why the manager told me not to dwell on this too much, because I know that I will eventually get to relocate back to NSW soon, but I don't know. But like I said, viewers, I am very sorry to have had to make this announcement, but things are not working out for me here. So I hope that you will enjoy the time that you've got with me until I say goodbye to Bray Park, and all of that. Well, I'd like to take you back to where I started the ball rolling to to move. Well, I put it on my goals in Sydney. Okay, I put a big tick here on the goals. Okay, my support coordinator in Sydney. I put that on my goals. Okay, and when the time came, I was really excited to move up here. Okay, okay, but unfortunately, things did not turn out the way they planned. Okay, so I left Sydney on the 31st of March of this year. Okay, got on the plane, had some dramas with my chair, and nearly had to get off. But I won't go into that. I was meant to move straight in here on the night that I left Sydney, but it didn't happen. And again, I won't go into that. So, just a couple of more things I'd like to share. Okay, so if you keep dwelling on the same things over and over again, you will feel really depressed and you won't want to talk to anybody. Well, I can tell you viewers right now that is a stupid, negative way of looking at it, because you're not only bogging yourself down, but you're bogging the person that may be supporting you down with you, and you may be letting them down too. So, today we are going off site to have a really good day, and we are off shopping and then out for lunch. I think it's a surprise, but but the most important thing is don't think about what's gonna happen. Don't think about what you said yesterday. If you still feel upset, guys, like I did, email your manager, and they will support me, me in whatever decision I make. And no one can stop me from going anywhere back to Sydney. And why? Because they're not in a position to say, oh, but you made the decision to come up here and you're staying here. And if someone had said that to me, I'd be very disappointed in them. Because, yeah, because let's think, let's put it this way. I'm not dwelling on what about yesterday. I've got a good day coming up today, and I should look forward to that. And so it should be a great day out today. And just before I do go, okay, don't just going over the topics, don't dwell on things which you think are not gonna happen because they will. Okay, because if you sit here thinking, oh, this is not gonna happen when it will, just be patient and it will happen. And like the painting, it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. Okay? So just before I do leave you today, just remember, it is no good dwelling on stuff. It may be hard, it may be frustrating, but guys, what's the point of dwelling over things that are in your mind? Hey, get up, go out and do something. Don't just sit at home and think, this is not gonna happen, because that's absolute rubbish. I don't believe in that. So, what did I do yesterday? Instead of not talking about it, I explained myself, and that stopped me from dwelling on it. I even talked to the manager about it, and that really made me feel better. So, like I said last Saturday on the show, okay, um, you have to give things a try and tell the managers the truth and the start. And if you tell people the truth about what you really want to do, you will get the respect that you need, okay? But if people know that you've been lying, you will not get the respect that you need. And they won't respect you in return. So, the important thing is to give things a try before you give up. Never give up. Give it time. Okay, and trust the people that you are with. Don't push them away. Let them help you like they've been helping me. And instead of saying, go away, I don't want your help, I'd say, thanks, but no thanks. And that was the way I got over the hump, and I didn't dwell about it for the rest of the day. This is why it is so important not to dwell on things that are upsetting you. Write down things in a diary. Okay? Sit down with a star person even before you go out or when you come back from your outing. Don't just sit there and not let it out. Have a cry if you have to. It's okay to feel upset if something's not right. Email your site manager. That's all you've got to do. Like I did. Have a couple with the person, and they may be able to help you resolve your issue. But if you keep everything in and keep dwelling, it will ruin your day or the morning and the afternoon and the evening, and you won't be able to enjoy the things that you have in life. This is very important. So as I leave you today to go go out, just some really important things. Don't just walk out the door and think, oh, I'm not going to enjoy this day, because that is a very negative way of looking at it. Think positive, guys. Think nice, positive things. When you know that you've got a good day coming up, like a good outing or something, focus on that. Don't dwell on it, for goodness sake. It's not worth it. So the time is now at 10 o'clock Thursday morning, and I will be back with you to go over this with you, and you have a good day. But until then, see you later, guys. Well, good early evening to you viewers out there, and welcome back to episode 9 on Thursday, May 19th. Barry being back with you in the studio here at Brave Park. Well, as you've been hearing, I may not be continuing my productions here. I'm sorry that I have to tell you people this. I know I've only been here 6 weeks, but sorry, it's just not working for me. But I just hope that you viewers understand where I'm coming from. I thought this was going to be an easy transition for me moving from NSW to here, but unfortunately not. However, um, I'm still continuing my productions until I know exactly what's gonna happen here. Okay, it has been a very difficult right for me over the last couple of 2 months, and I just can't force something to work when it won't. Okay, it's like forcing your car to start when it won't. Anyway, enough. Anyway, I'd like to focus now on what I said this morning on the show before I let it go out. Okay? It's no good focusing on the negative side, but unfortunately for me, I've been up and down. Despite the fact that I have enjoyed the outings, okay, over the past couple of days, and don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately, when you move somewhere and you're not familiar with a place, whether you move from Melbourne or Adelaide or Perth or wherever, at the end of the day, if I didn't speak up and sat back and expected people to read my mind, well, that wasn't going to work. So, focusing on the good stuff that I have here in Queensland while we work out what is going to happen with me moving back to Sydney. Okay, I wasn't going to spoil my day by thinking this wasn't going to happen when I knew that the manager was going to try and sort things out. And I knew that Pride 365 would be very happy with my decision. And I was happy for that. But on a brighter note, before I tell you about this marvelous shopping centre, okay, I went to North Lakes today and I had a look there, brought some stuff for lunch. I had a ham and avocado and lettuce wholemeal roll, yummo. So that was good. I also went to Lawson today to have a look there, and that was really good as well. So if you're in the Lawson area, guys, check it out. The view from the lounge room is absolutely fantastic. You will love it, okay? Because I can honestly assure you that that you will love Lawson. I went there for lunch today and I had lunch there before returning here to Bray Park. So 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 Lawson was really great. Okay, I have enjoyed the outings so far. I wonder where I will go tomorrow to see out the working week. Okay, so just getting back to what I spoke about this morning on the show on part 1 of episode 8 is please do not dwell on the bad things, okay? And I will just pause that for a moment. Welcome back. So, getting back to not thinking about the negative things. Okay, if you're thinking about the negative things, guys, okay, you're not doing yourself that. We're not doing ourselves any favors by thinking, oh, I don't want to be here, I want to go back to here or there or down south or out west or wherever, because, hey, you won't be able to enjoy the good things in life, okay? Like I said this morning on in the first part of episode 8, okay, we all have to give something a fair go. Even if you tried and tried and tried, and if you still are not happy, okay, don't just sit in your room with the door shut and think this ain't gonna happen. Like I said, you've got a goal to move back to wherever. Like I've got a goal to move back to Sydney. Put a big tick there. Okay, and I don't have to worry about it as much. But if I didn't put that goal there, okay, and I'm worrying about it, am I doing myself any favors? Of course not. Am I doing myself any favors by sitting in my room all night with the door shut and the blind down? So what do? I email the manager, talk to someone on the phone, work out a solution. Don't just storm off in a huff and think that you've got and think that there's no one you can talk to, because that's absolute rubbish. I don't believe in that. And I'm sure you would agree on me on this, with me on this, I should say. Okay, so don't just sit there and think that there is no one you can talk to, because guys, at the end of the day, if you're not prepared to talk to people about how you are feeling inside, then how the hell are people gonna help you? Just think about it, please. Because like with me yesterday, I let people know how I was feeling and I enjoyed the day afterwards. So I didn't have to dwell on the same thing over and over again, because I knew that it will happen. Someone said, okay, Barry, we'll get the ball rolling and see what we can come up with. And it made me feel a bit better, but like I've said, I am struggling here. I spoke to a guy this afternoon and told him the situation and all of that. So, I didn't sit in here with the door shut and go and frown like a kid. Because I knew that I was not only letting myself down, but the people that are around me. So there are ways, guys, of combating the negative things, and I would like to give them to you now. Rule number 1, distract yourself. Read a book. Do a YouTube video like I'm doing now. Okay? What's your favorite television show? Listen to your favorite music or a compact disc. Cook up your favorite food or something. Don't just sit there and not do anything. play a game of noughts and crosses. Play a board game of something. Play card games like of something. Okay, there are lots of things you can do to distract yourself from all this negativity. Okay, but don't sit around your home or wherever thinking, oh, this ain't gonna happen, and then burst into tears because it is not the way to go. Because negativity, okay, can make us unhappy all the time. We won't be able to enjoy the life that we have. The life that we have, we are only here on this earth once. We don't live twice, so the advice that I'd like to give you viewers tonight out there on episode 8, and this is part 2, please think on the positive side. When you know that something is gonna happen, okay, put a big tick there. You know it's gonna get done. I know I'm gonna move back to Sydney, but not in an instant because, like I said this morning, it will take some time to organize, okay? It will happen, like in the Pantene ad. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen. But if you keep dwelling on the bad stuff, like I've said, okay, you're not only making yourself unhappy, but the people around you. So, don't just keep saying, don't just wake up unhappy and spoil the day for everyone else, including yourself. Distract yourself. Okay, put on the radio, put on the TV, get some board games out, cook some food or something. Okay? Because dwelling on the same thing over and over again, it just won't cut the cake. And here's an example, okay? If I sat in this room right now, okay, with the door shut and the lights out, with the blinds down, and I was crying, well, will that do me any good? Of course it won't. Because I'm not only letting myself down, but letting the people around me down and all that. So, having all this negativity, guys, and that includes me, I'm not doing myself any favors at all. So what do I do if I'm feeling down or upset? Talk to people. Email people. Give them my reasons. You name it. I do it. And it's all the advice that people have given me here. And it doesn't hurt to ask for help as long as I ask politely, and the manager will be able to help me with what I need when I need it. But I mustn't sit here and dwell on things that have happened last week or the week before or the month before, because it's all over. Okay? Don't just say, think to yourself, oh, I shouldn't have come here or there, or moved here or there, because that is being so negative about it. Okay, so what I'd like to say tonight is write down in a diary how you have felt and why you have felt this way and the reason that you felt this way. Because guys, writing down all the things in a diary will help you to realize, hey, things are not so bad after all. Where there's a will, there's a way. All you've got to do is get a notebook and a pencil, sit down and write down in a diary how you have felt on this day and why you have felt so negative about things instead of just sitting in your room and crying all the time because, hey, we're not going to enjoy the things that we have in life if we're sitting around crying and not talking to people and then pretending that there's nothing that can be done because, hey, there can be. As long as as we tell people how we have felt during the day or night, or any day of the week. But like I said, don't put yourself down or bury your head in the sand because, hey, is that gonna get you anywhere? Of course it's not. So, in ending episode 8 today, I'd like you to take away what I have said. But before I do leave you for this Thursday, the 19th of May, just some tips. Don't just sit in your room with tears streaming down your face because, okay, it's okay to cry, but not too much. Okay, you may be feeling a little bit emotional, but hey, we all go through emotions. It's okay. Even not like 2 Wednesdays ago, I was emotional. Okay, so don't dwell on things that have happened in the past. This is the future. Okay, and one last thing. Okay, think about your reasons why you want to move back to wherever you came from, because I did. And if you are honest with people, guys, well then people will be honest with you back. But if people find out that you were lied to them and haven't given them a good thought, well, they won't give you the respect that you need in return. Because if you, like say for example, if I said on the first day that I arrived here, I don't want to live here, okay, right from day one, the manager would go, what? You're kidding me, aren't you? But this is an example, right? If I move in here, okay, and 3 weeks, a week after I move in, and I suddenly give up the ghost, well, no one would be very happy. But like I've said, I've been here for 6 weeks and It's just not fitting for me. The shoe doesn't fit. I wish it did. So, so if you're not happy about something like I've said, guys, don't bottle it up. Say something, write an email, and it will all be good. And like I've said, if you're honest with people in your emails and give them a good valid reason, well, they will respect you and trust you. But if you lie to them, if people know that you're lying, well, they will not respect you. They will be very disappointed and you won't get the respect that you need in the first place. Well, to close episode 9 tonight, I went to East Lakes shopping centre and it was great. I then went to Norton for lunch, like I said, and it was absolutely great. So if you're near the East Lakes area, check in. Well, I said, hey, let's just say I went to a shopping center. Okay, so it was absolutely great. Okay, really terrific. So on that note, guys, it is 18 minutes after 5 o'clock. Thanks for your company on this Thursday evening. Join me for episode 10 coming up very soon. Just remember what I said, okay? Don't lie to your support workers or your community support workers about your decisions, okay? Because they may have gone to a lot of trouble in getting you from A to B, but I've had a really good reason, okay, for not wanting to stay here, and I was open and honest. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from episode 9 for the 19th of May. Thank you for your company this evening, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. But until then, have a good evening. Good night.